All right, Chantal, now we have a problem. I've been watching and listening to much of your foolishness over some period of time. And, I can clearly see you have some emotional disturbances. There's definitely something not quite right, and your refusal to do anything about it or get some help is just appalling, considering your life doesn't really seem to be working out the way that you want it to, despite what you want other people to think. I've been holding back on a lot of that. Just, okay, she's Muslim now. Maybe, we're going to start to see some changes, God willing, right? What I can't have, you can, whatever, everything that you've been up to, things that you've done to people, animals, and such, that's your business, right? And it's the business of those you have affected as well. However, when you start to generalize an entire population of people and reinforce negative stereotypes against a group that you claim to belong to, we have a problem. So I'm reacting now to couple vlog in Kuwait. Join us as we go to Sheikh Jabir Bridge, the desert, and the beach. And of course, we have to stop at Latifa Cafe to start the journey. I have some things to say once we get to the beach. And I'll probably fast forward through much of this because it's a lot of driving with no scenery.
Hey guys, welcome back to our channel and thanks for watching our vlog. Today we thought we'd take you with us. It's very nice today, so we thought we'd go for a drive on the Sheikh Jabir Bridge, then to the desert and to the beach. Yalla. Of course, the first stop is Latifa for my favorite lemon mint juice. And Salah got a fruity mixed drink. Next stop is some falafel for breakfast. Yum. My husband is so thoughtful. He always gets me extra pickles. He's a keeper. Here's what the falafels look like. It's a very filling and cheap breakfast. And now we are just driving onto the Sheikh Jabir Bridge. We did already.
What's share? Do you see an R in there? Share? If you're going to live in a Middle Eastern country, if you're going to live in an Arabic speaking country, and if you're going to be able to recite the Quran, just a little bit of effort to learn the language might be good. There's no R there. Sheikh. And even if you just say shake, that's a lot better than share. I don't know what share is.
Sheikh Jabir Bridge. We did already do a full-length video just on the bridge tour. It is the longest bridge in Kuwait and it takes about an hour to traverse right in the middle of the ocean. The view is amazing from the bridge. This is all of Kuwait City you're looking at here. You can see here the Kuwait towers in the distance. And here's the end of the bridge, back onto land. Far off in the distance there, you can see the skyline of Kuwait City. Gorgeous. Here we are driving by more camping areas. There's lots of those here, and as you can see, those four-wheeler ATVs as well. There was this gorgeous mosque in the middle of the desert. Subhanallah, it was very nice, so I had to film it. There's literally no one in the desert, and I do miss driving sometimes, so I just thought I would drive a little bit in Salah's car in the desert. Whee! For some reason, I'm always in awe of the sand that collects on the sides of the roads.
Okay, so they are at Al Kut Beach. Okay, so I'm going to look that up real quick. Okay, so I think, speculation, but I think that they are trying to throw us off where they're actually staying. Because this is where they are on this day, Al Kut Beach, which is basically just outside of Fahahil. Now, when they were driving after they got their coffee and they went, I think when they were going to get the treats for the hamster, there was a sign heading towards Fahahil. Okay, so you would think like, oh, maybe they're over here, but wait, they've just went over that big long bridge, right? Where's that bridge? The bridge is over here. This is the bridge. So they crossed this bridge, and she kept saying, see, you can see Kuwait City. So they were probably like here, and you could see it in the distance, right? So they enter this part of the country, and here's Al Kut Beach. Now, I'm wondering if maybe they filmed that going over the bridge another time, and she's using that footage today, because everything so far that I've seen and I've read points to them or her living in the Fahahil area. Now, I'm not some super sleuth, and I'm not, believe me, I'm not saying to track her down by any stretch of the imagination. I like to use, I've debunked other lol cows in the past. I like to use their inconsistencies, their own words, their own footage to call out their lies. And they, believe me, they all say that they don't understand why people say that they lie. It's amazing. It's like they have a script. They all pretty much say the same thing. So, you know, we saw those signs before where she was going to Fahahil. And Al Kut Beach is very close by. She wouldn't have had to go over that bridge if she was living in Fahahil. Now, do we think that she's living over here somewhere? What is over here? I would need a local to kind of explain what's... This doesn't even look like much residential area over here. Why? Didn't the last time they went over that bridge, it was to go camping? Because this is all desert. I'm using the satellite. This is all desert. Site office for like oil drilling. A mosque. Our Camilla KWT. What's that? Or our Camellia. So the camels. So is this a place you go to visit with camels? I mean, what even is this? Campground. Okay, it's a campground. So I think that this is footage that they took when they were going over the bridge to go camping. Cactus Kashta, campground. More camping. More camping. Yep. So I don't think they went over the bridge to go to this beach. So these are all camping areas. Wildlife and safari park. Thermal power plant. She doesn't live over here. Bahra Oil Lake. Sabah Al Ahmed Natural Reserve. Yeah. So we've gone up from over here. Here's like the power plant, right? We've gone up over here. And now we're at Al Jahra. Like that's the next place that would have any kind of residential buildings. And if she lived in Jahra, she wouldn't need to take the bridge to the beach, which is over here. So, yeah, as usual, a lol cow thinks that they're smarter than everyone else. They always, I don't get it, but they always think that no one has any more life experience than they do. They assume that everyone is at the same ignorance level, the same education, the same knowledge level, and that no one will ever be on to them. Like, oh, let's just say that we went over this bridge and then they'll never figure out where I'm staying. Okay. Yeah, you probably got a lot of people because no one's going to bother to look into it. But now that you've pissed me off about propagating negative stereotypes about Muslims, it's on. It's on. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to go through all of your inconsistencies, anything that I can debunk, in order to prove to the public that what you're saying about Muslims is incorrect. You just brought this upon yourself. Happy? Are you happy? God. All right, so here we are. Al Kut Beach. Unbelievable. Okay, so we've got Souk Al Kut, which is like the marketplace. Marsa Al Kut is the beach. Sahel, I'm not sure what that is. The mall and the Hyatt Regency Hotel. So it looks like it's a little bit of a tourist destination, which is why he brought her there.
And we are almost at one of many Kuwait's beaches. Salah really wants to go for a swim. Juma Mubaraka. It's Friday, so everywhere is very busy on Fridays.
All right, and then we have a sign pointing away from the beach toward Fahahil, which would be correct according to the map. But according to when they got coffee, that sign was pointing to Fahahil. And, so I don't think this was as long as a trip as she wants you to think.
He always does little things like this to make me laugh. I love him so much.
He's doing what little thing to make you laugh? Pointing at the sea? Ah, it's hilarious. Wow, Salah's a real comedian. Ah.
Him so much. Just a little crashing waves ASMR for you. Have a relaxing moment on us.
Have a relaxing moment on us? This is so pretentious and fake.
My poor feet carry a lot of weight, so putting them in the cold sand actually felt really nice. And here's handsome Miss Salah enjoying the seawater. Getting a little backstroke action in there for some exercise.
Hello guys. It's a cold salty water and a sunny day.
Did you enjoy yourself?
Yeah, so much.
Good.
Make you, fresh exercise.
It feels good in the hot sun, huh?
It's very good vibe for summer.
Yeah.
It's not hot, son. It wasn't even 80 degrees if you filmed this yesterday. It wasn't even 80 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 22 degrees Celsius. That's not a hot day. If you feel that that's a hot day, Chantal, you are going to suffer like you've never suffered in your life. In May, just in May, you're going to be dying. May.
And Salah enjoyed it so much, he decided to go for a second round and just floated peacefully in the sea.
Well, that's enough for today. Inshallah, we're gonna swim later. Next time.
Yes. Hey guys, so I'm not swimming. I know a lot of you are probably gonna wonder why.
This is what I have a problem with right here. We're not wondering why you're not swimming, first of all. It's pretty clear why you're not swimming.
Typically, Muslim women do not swim. There's no...
Incorrect. Incorrect. And this is why I'm on you now. This is why. I'm going to put in pictures. I had to limit myself how many pictures I saved of Muslimas, women Muslims, wearing what they call in France burkinis. It's basically just full coverage bodysuit, swimsuit, who are swimming at the beach, in the ocean. Muslim women absolutely swim. Do you realize that there are Muslim athletes that are women? Nike made a hijab for Muslim women. Nike. So Muslim women aren't all covered up in these winter clothes, just sitting by silently while their men and children are having fun. That's not the life that I've experienced. You may want to sit on the sidelines and film and pretend that you're part of the fun. That's not what everyone's life is. And I really resent that you're putting this out to as many people as you are, because people who have been watching you, who have no prior knowledge of the religion, of a person living an everyday life in the religion, they're taking it from you, what it's like. And you're telling people that Muslim women don't swim. No, you don't swim. Just tell the truth.
Other women swimming right now, as you've seen so far, in public. They do it in private, even with a burkini. Yes, in private.
No, not in private. No, not in private. And you know why there's no one else on the beach? Because it's cold. It's cold. When you live in a Gulf country where it gets over 100 degrees in summer, 80 degrees is chilly. 80 degrees. That's why no one's on the beach. Why else is even 80 degrees on the east coast of the United States and Canada is too cold to go swimming in the ocean. I mean, really. Well, that's why no one's swimming. That's why no one's here. Because women can't swim. Women don't swim. Please.
But I'm having fun putting my feet in the sand and enjoying the waves and the cool air. It's actually not too hot right now, actually. So I hope you enjoyed just having
You had fun putting your feet in the sand? And this is what people are looking at as the life of a Muslim woman in Kuwait. I had fun putting my feet in the cool sand, watching my quote-unquote husband floating and doing the backstroke in the sea. This is enough for me. I'm fulfilled. Really? Okay, really. I'm going to put in some photos of women that are in full coverage swimwear, having a ball, having fun, being athletic, swimming, enjoying themselves with their children and the public.
Day with us today. Hello. Hello.
I mean, what is this? What is this? Who really believes that this is real? Is anyone buying this? Anyone?
Be careful.
This is all we can do as Muslim women. We can just stand and let the waves come up to our ankles, but that's it. That's all we can do. Look how tight this is. Look how tight. This is ridiculous. Pulling. This isn't modest, Chantal. This is not modest. You're clearly showing the outline of your quote unquote curves right here because your top is too tight. The meaning of hijab is modesty. Wearing a tight top like this is not modest. Everyone can see what's going on here. I mean, really. And you're admiring him. This is so bizarre. This is so bizarre. It looks like you've been missing a button here. Did that pop off? Probably.
Careful.
Now look at this. She's eyeing him like a piece of meat. You can tell she's never had this piece of meat before. This is not modesty. Staring at a man like this is not modest behavior, Chantal. It's shameless. I mean, aside from modesty, aside from religion, this, aside from all of that, just looking at this as an older woman looking at this younger man in a foreign country, you look thirsty AF. And you look like you're just, ugh, it's gross. It's gross. Look at that. He's walking away from her. And she's like, look at this. Look at this. And she's watching him walk away like, oh, there goes my man. Everyone thinks he's my man. Yeah, check him out. Ugh.
So did you enjoy, baby?
Yeah, it was a beautiful day. Not too hot, just perfect.
How much are you getting paid, Salah, for real? To be calling her a baby and to, how much? How much? Is it worth it? Is it really worth it? Is it worth it? She looks like she's in her 50s. She doesn't even,
Oh, that's cool.
We have to enjoy it while we can before it gets too hot.
So this is buttoned. This, I think, is one of maybe her magnets or a safety pin or something. I mean, this is busting at the seams. And this is what she chose to wear to the beach. Okay.
Summer is coming, guys.
Hibernation season
Yep,
here.
summer is coming.
Pray for us.
It's not hibernation season, Chantal, in the summer.
Pray for us. That's cool.
We have to enjoy it while we can before it gets too hot.
The summer is coming, guys.
Hibernation season here in Kuwait.
It's not hibernation season in Kuwait. It'll be hibernation season for you, because at, what was it the other day? Like in the 70s when you were huffing and puffing walking down the street from the pet store after the cat scratched you, it was like 68 degrees because you were live. And I checked the weather when you were live. It was 68 degrees Fahrenheit. That's not hot. And you were sweating, you were huffing and puffing. The average person, even if severely obese, can walk a block in 68-degree weather and not be clutching their heart, shuffling their feet, almost keeling over. It's not normal to be hibernating in the summer, even in Kuwait. And I really don't like that you're projecting all of your own insecurities and your own issues onto an entire country and religion.
Pray for us. Okay, guys, see you later. Goodbye.
That's the outfit he wore on their wedding day. So I left a comment because, I couldn't hold back. And I saw that there were some that weren't all that positive. So I'm like, all right, maybe she'll let mine go through, maybe. But I forgot that I'm dealing with a lol cow. And lol cows can't accept any kind of actual criticism, no matter how constructive or gently given. So, because you have people here saying in Egypt, Tunisia, and Dubai, women swim in bikinis, play in water or on sand with kids and other women, eat, drink, etc. It's like a whole picnic all day at the beach. And in some areas, it doesn't matter if it's women and children. At some beaches, it's a full family beach with men, women, and children, and they wear their full coverage swimwear and enjoy themselves like a normal person at the beach. Your voice is so soothing. Salah with his perfect beach body. Okay. And we have this person, Majiria. Muslim women do swim in public in the ocean or lakes, depending on what part of the world you live in. Thank you. I lived in Malaysia, and let me tell you, Malaysia is very conservative. It's very conservative. I saw Muslim women swimming in bikinis or in leggings with t-shirts or tunics swimming in the ocean. Yes, it's not uncommon. If you go to Malaysia or any country for that matter, on holiday, on vacation, and you're a foreigner and you stay within the resort beach or pool, you can wear whatever you want. You can wear a thong bikini, most likely. It's when you're in public. They want you to be like a one-piece swimsuit. That doesn't mean you have to be head to toe, hair covered, feet covered. No, like a one-piece swimsuit. So my comment was removed, of course. My comment, please don't generalize and speak for all Muslim women. We're called Muslimas. Muslim women can and do swim all over the world. Maybe no one else was swimming because it's not even 80 degrees Fahrenheit, 26 degrees Celsius. You also haven't been to an Islamic country in the summer where you would see for yourself that women swim. Either Salah isn't being 100% truthful, or you're twisting a culture to fit your own needs. Now, I left this browser open, and I opened the video in another browser, and there were like 4 or 5 more likes on this. I refreshed, and the comment was gone. Of course. Just because you're not going to swim, and just because you don't plan to ever leave the house in the summer, doesn't mean that that's how the rest of the country operates, or that that's how Muslimas operate. Enough is enough. And the fact that you've removed this comment where I'm informing your viewers, you know what, it's really not like this. Maybe this is her view or what she does, but this isn't for all Muslims. You have an audience that maybe doesn't know Muslim people in real life and doesn't know their daily living. You're showing that on your videos, but you're not showing it accurately. You could at least say, for me, I'm not going in the sea today. For me, I won't be going out in the summer. Really, the whole country hibernates in the summer? Okay. Really. Not everyone is gullible. Not everyone won't do a search. Not everyone has just lived in one country their whole life or stayed in one place their whole life. And because you deleted this comment, that's why I'm going in on you. That's why. So stay tuned, everybody. Now, she's absolutely on my radar. Have a great day.